1 in 3 lives below the poverty line. And that in itself, Shep, is like unbelievable. And that's America. So if you start going to other parts of the world, it's like, it's even worse. The statistics are worse. And to me, what COVID's showing us,
I know,
which is like, it's the difference between rich and poor, everybody, is just going like that. It's just going further and further and further apart. And the line's going to go like this. And if you're not on this side of the line, it's just going to get more and more and more difficult to come out, you know. Yeah. And I think, you know, we speak about this with, you know, and that's a lot of these, you know, we were talking about yesterday, our TTT, Trump trained trolls.
Trump trained trolls.
Well, actually, the guy's actually sent me a message, Trump trained troll. He said, no, he's actually been quite decent since then, you know, believe it or not. Cool. Since he's found out I'm libertarian. You know, it's actually, but he's not. And actually, but you know, it doesn't matter to me. It's just like the guy's reached out. Yeah, and he's actually having a conversation. He's interested, which is good, because I think people want, in America right now, the problem is you're blaming the other guy. It's the other guy's fault. It's the other guy's fault. It's the Republican fault. It's the Democrat. It's whatever you want to say. These people are poor, and they're getting, and that's increasing, you know. And we need to find a way to evolve society where we drag people from below the poverty line up, not suppress people down. And then when you suddenly see places like China bringing hundreds of millions of people above the poverty line, you know, it's like in the last 20 years, well, maybe that was right for them to have their industrial revolution. And if India has to do for the next 15 years an industrial revolutions where they're going to increase the CO2 emissions by providing more education and providing everything else with it, then that's something you've got to, that to me is like, it's not even a no-brainer. Why do these people, they can pump as much CO2 emissions as they want. People go, you can't do that. Why? They'll bring hundreds of millions of people above the poverty line. So, and then the poverty line over there is different to what it is here. You know, the poverty line in Nigeria, when I was doing research, is $386 a year.
Wow.
And there's 90 million Nigerians live below the poverty line, you know? Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's unbelievable statistics. If people start looking into that, you know, it's just, it's unbelievable. And then going forward, I think whatever we do, we've got to think about how we can basically, you know, start to bring people above the poverty line. Because to me, it comes down to education and opportunity.
Exactly. Like the days of John F. Kennedy. I mean, back then, John F. Kennedy looked at everybody as an equal. It didn't matter about politics. It was all about the man themselves. You know, what they had to offer, whether they had a disability or not, their capabilities and their abilities to be a productive member. You see what I mean?